Good music is always good to have, but just not when it's so loud I can't hear what I'm doing. Hello from Germany. Hello! Whereabouts in Germany are you from if you're still there? Modify my headset here a little bit. There we go. So the plane needs to go for 2-3 hours today, by the way. Just making sure the audio is good to go. Let's turn the game audio down just a little bit. Whereabouts in Germany are you from if you're still there? We go. One of the bonuses of having should be fine. Single player, load, Ontario. Okay. Let's turn all that down. Let's turn off our supply option here. So, we're playing as Ontario. So as of the moment, wow. A little janky here for a moment. We are playing as Ontario, obviously. But let's set it up so ownership so you can see. So we currently control all of Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC. All 3 territories. We have some foreign nationals in our territory for the moment. They were supporting the countries we were invading. We had some paradropped aircraft go up in the north. And I think my camera is currently blocking out some of the stuff here. It is. So temporarily I'm going to move me to the top right. Boom. That way you guys can actually see what I'll be doing today. 'Cause today it's all going to be about the economy and playing around with the economy and making sure that our country is okay. So in the last episode, one of the things we were doing was we were moving all our forces to the east to kind of prepare for a probable war with Quebec. It'll be down the road a little bit. I keep forgetting that I'm in the top right-hand corner. Actually, no, it's all autumn. It's opposite, so down here. The plan is going to be to just make sure our economy is good, stable, all around okay. Then the plan is going to be to slowly make plans and draw up, in my mind, some battle plans and ways we're going to invade and move in to Quebec to kind of shore up some of the lessons that we learned going west. A couple lessons we learned going west was our weapons, though may be effective, we don't have enough of them. We've been pretty much outnumbered every time we went west. The only thing that we had that was good was the fact that we were obviously more advanced than the enemy. So what we're going to do is we're going to order all these guys to go to reserve as well. You're actually going to go scrap because I don't need you. Those are all our special forces, which are going to stay because right now Dryer Hill, which is the actual Canadian Forces Special Forces base. We actually don't have a Dryer Hill in the game, so I'm gonna have to either come up with an idea to use this Dryer Hill. I mean, we have well, Trenton's down here. Petawawa is there. I'm trying to remember the name of that one. This is just the D&D HQ. But the plan will be to slowly kind of come up with an idea to set up a special forces operational base. If the Americans have one in, I think it's Kentucky? I'm trying to think where in Kentucky it is, and I'm not even near Kentucky. Oh my god. Missouri, Little Rock, Arkansas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Nashville, Tennessee, Here we go. Oh wait, no. For special forces, their special forces are actually deployed to, oh my god, where all the gold is apparently being held. Fort Knox. Fort Knox, Kentucky, yeah. Is that Fort Knox in Kentucky? Yeah. This is actually where the like deltas are and stuff like that. So I want something that I can use as a special forces operational base, because we don't have Dryer Hill. So the plan is probably going to be to build one maybe out in Alberta. I'll look at our supply real quick. So our supply really needs to be worked on as well. Better our supply is for industries, obviously the better our stuff can get, which reminds me, I want to find where I put, oh crap, I've got to actually load up. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm very big into this stuff, Supreme Ruler Ultimate Info. So just some of the info that I have gathered over the last little bit. So this is what consumption is being used by industrial goods, consumer goods, and military goods. This is generally what the average production value is for some of this stuff here. So with using of utilization of this information, we're going to well, get our things going today. We're going to try to minimize and maximize our industry a little bit, make sure we're doing good. So first things first, let's look at our domestic prices are pretty low. What is our GDP right now? Our inflation's really high, so I definitely want to reduce that. Our GDP is 84,000. It started at 42,000. So we pretty much have doubled it in 4 years, which isn't too bad. High GDP obviously is good, shows economic growth and things like that. But at the same time, GDP is also an indicator of how much money people make. The higher your GDP as well, that means the more you're actually paying your employees technically as well. I don't know how much that actually affects production all that much, but I've noticed that as the GDP does go up, so does your production costs a little bit. So we're going to agree to those. We're going to negate the 90, and we're going to go with the 7s, because 90s and 30-day deals, just they 9 times out of 10 they break. I don't mean break as in like they're broken. I mean like one country, one nation or the other usually breaks it by accident, because they just haven't done the math and figured out their X amount of days out. So we want to cool our economy a little bit, because inflation is also at 15.6%. So what I'm going to do is we're going to unpause here, and we're going to go for about 2 days, and we're going to see if our inflation is going up or if it's going down. If it's going down, we're going to hold the economy where it is. If it's going up, we're going to increase some domestic prices and things like that. So with that in mind, we're going to go to fast, and we're going to hover over it. So it's 60. So I was going to say 64.4. It's 15.6. So I want to see tomorrow what it's going to go up to, and we're hitting midnight. It stayed the same for the moment. Move my mouse over to make sure. So the plan is to monitor our inflation first, get that inflation down. Higher inflation, also the higher production costs are as well. A couple ways you can cool your economy down: increase taxes, increase domestic prices, things like that. Cut costs when it comes to certain social programs, things like that. Our inflation looks like it's pretty much sitting steadily at 15.6. I wish there was an option here that could give you an indicator. I mean, yeah, that's going up, but that's telling me my GDP is going up. GDP going up doesn't automatically mean that your your inflation's going up. And I just got a notification here. Politic, you just subscribe. Thank you. I am not going to attempt to pronounce your name. Yeah.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Did that just work? Did that just work? Sorry, I'm just watching on my phone. I just set up that notification today to work. I'm actually going to move that to a better spot as well. Hey, it did! Nice! It popped up. It worked! Hey! So I've set up a new notification system to work with stuff here. We're actually going to set it up right there. Unfortunately, your name is a little too big. I didn't expect someone with such a long name to subscribe to the channel. But thank you very much. International news sources today report that the creation of the alliance between Wales and England. That's not something we're worried about. Domestic prices, yeah. That would be the Bolfors. Yes, we wanted to scrap those. And what's going on here? Military goods, 60 days. No, thank you. I turned the volume up on my iPad here by accident. There we go. Consumer goods times 7. Yes, please. Everyone wants to buy... Ooh, who wants to buy uranium? Volgograd. There you are. Diplomatic offer. I'm paused, right? Yeah. Sorry about the frame rate. It seems a little squirrely today for some reason. Definitely my computer, not the game. Uranium. So they need a lot of uranium. Why do you need so much uranium? Question is, if they're using it for weapons, I'm not giving it to them. If they're using it for power, I'm going to give it to them. Petroleum power, petroleum power. This is the only reason why I actually give out nuclear goods to people. So if I know for a fact they don't have nuclear... If they don't have nuclear power plants, they're using it for weapons. It's... Yeah, okay, so they have 2 nuclear power plants. Okay. Hello from England. Hello, Connor! What time is it over there in England? Must be really late. Or early. Or both. Okay, those are the bad guys leaving our nation. Looks like they left probably out of Thunder Bay there. Our 2 synthetic rubbers have been completed there. And our 2 military goods facilities have been completed. So our rubber production is now positive, which is good. And I think that was military goods production is way above. Problem there was when we were actually fighting, our military production for goods was half of what we're utilizing. So I think we were utilizing about 2,500 a day, and we were only producing 1,000 a day. So we actually had to basically get the wars over as fast as we could. If not, we were basically going to start losing money. And economically, we wouldn't be able to fight the war. We have all the other stuff, oil and all that stuff. We just didn't have the military goods set up. 5:44 p.m. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. It's only 5 hours ahead. I did the math there in my head for a second. If I was where you were, I'd be currently eating crab. We're going to a Chinese buffet restaurant tonight for dinner. Research. It's my girlfriend's parents' wedding anniversary, apparently. Well, I didn't even know this. Theoretically, 2 days we're going to have the Iroquois-class destroyer done research. And we're going to have an upgraded rail system, which means our infrastructure rating is going to go up by 5, but so is our cost. So that's going to hurt a little bit. Right now our infrastructure is costing us... Infrastructure. Why can't I find my infrastructure costs? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, which tab is it on? You know that moment where you realize that you don't remember where something is? Oh, there it is. So right now, road maintenance is going to cost us $14.6 million per day, which isn't too much. And overall, rail maintenance is costing us over almost $500 million. If that goes up by 5%, that's going to be a lot of money here. Let me grab my calculator real quick. Percent of... The question is it... I'm going to assume it's going to be the rail system is going to go up by 5%. I'm going to count just the rail up 5%. Because if it's everything goes up by 5%, I'm going to be broke. Of, much you want, I can... Yeah. It's 24.9. So add that to the 498. So we're looking at around 525, 522 million. Is theoretically what that should be. So we're only going up by 20. So that should be fine. And our inflation's sitting at 15.6. Crap, I can't remember if that's down or up. Moment where you're like, hey, okay, we're good to go. I forgot what I was doing. 15. Was it 15.6 even before? My inflation is just frozen. I'm kind of nervous. Still 15.6. Couple things with inflation. If you build stuff, inflation goes up because you're putting money into your economy, you're stimulating it, it's becoming more active. Yeah, I'll sell you rubber. If you increase prices, you're taking money out of the economy, you're slowing it down. So your inflation should go down because inflation is your rate of growth, basically, of your economy. Still 15.6. I don't think my inflation's moved in the last couple days. You're all going to go into reserve. And which did we get done? The Iroquois class escort ship is done. Now upgraded rail system should be done. Whoops. In 5 days. That should be good to go. Our special forces are now... I can get rid of my calculator for the moment. 60, 90, and 30. Nope. Alright. Let's look at you again now. Still 15.6. So our inflation has seemed to has kind of solidified a little bit. I'm going to wait, because I don't think I'm building anything. So it might naturally kind of steady off and then slow down, theoretically. I don't know if you can actually... Yeah, you can see that, okay. It's one of these things where I don't know where the camera is sometimes. If we can kind of cool it off but still grow, that would be actually pretty good. Our power's good. Well, actually... Rubber is... Timber is good. Oil's good. Coal's good. Metal ore is I mean, we're only banking around 2,000 a day, but we're also selling it. Uranium, we're selling some of it. Power, same thing. Consumer goods, we're good there. Industrial goods, are we... We are building something. What are we building? Two hydroponics. No. We're not building anything there. Am I repairing stuff? Is that what it's doing? Old Derek's. Nothing good there that I'm using. Oh, actually, I wanted to look real quick. Synthetic oil, no. Biofuels, no. Synthetic coal, yes. Or synthetic oil from coal, sorry. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Don't want synthetics other than oil. Or, sorry, rubber. Can we do synthetic coal? We cannot. We're not building any coal mines. No composite ore, which is good. We're not building any uranium mines. We don't need to. Power, on the other hand. Petroleum small. Good. We have 34 petroleum power plants. I want to get rid of them so I can sell the oil on the international market. So we're going to have to remember about that. Other power. No small nuclear power plants. Oh, there we go. We're building 6 nuclear power plants. Once the 6 of them are built, we're then going to be able to... What is this? Why do we have this? Let's get rid of this. This. That's something that's just a waste. The plan is going to be over time. Unless that's supposed to be where the nuclear power, one of the nuclear power plants is supposed to be. The plan is going to be to go nuclear for power, and then remove all these petroleum power plants. Petroleum power plants, if I grab my thing here. Here we go. Power. Petroleum power plants create... they take up 1,500 oil a day and create half... Was it 547,000 power. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to double check that. No, that's wrong. Oh, that's how much they actually cost to build. Ah, poop. Oh, this is before the 50% boost. That's why. Okay. This is before all the boosts for all the updated stuff. So this is your generic information prior to your upgrades for the power grid. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, which goes 50, 50, 50, and 50. So, max possible for each one is 730 for nuclear. And then for oil, which I'm assuming is out west. We're also building a industrial goods there too. Where is... Yeah, there we go. Each one of them does 182. So 182 versus... Well, actually, here we go. Yeah, 182 versus... Oh, where'd it go? I was building a whole bunch of them. Where'd they go? Yeah, screw it. 182 versus... 730. There we go. So, that just tells you right there. I think it's pretty much one nuclear power plant is equal to 6 petroleum power plants. They're just not that efficient. So the plan's going to be build these 6 and then slowly phase out the petroleum power plants until we kind of get a bit of a small buffer with our power. Yeah, math. Once we get that small little buffer, then we're going to turn around and basically slowly build more nuclear power plants, get rid of the petroleum, build more power plants. The plan will be get rid of these 6 and build literally nuclear power plants on top of them. I wish there was an ability to upgrade the power plants to nuclear. Like you can go from petroleum to coal to nuclear, and the time takes half as much but costs more because you have to bring in all this technology and all this stuff to actually rip the guts out of the power plant, but and upgrade it basically. But not gonna happen. You're being scrapped. Why are you being scrapped? Oh, you're the synthetic oil. Okay. How much longer until you're done being built as well? You are 53% done. Okay. So I just wanted to see what else we were building. We're also building 3 industrial plants, which is good. That's what's taking some of obviously our industrial goods. And I think we're done building the military goods for now. Later on, when we get the advanced industrial, consumer, and military goods production, the plan will be to build and slowly phase out the old ones as well. So we're still at 15.6 for inflation, which is actually pretty good. Lump sum of agriculture. I will sell you a lump sum of agriculture. At midnight, we're going to pause and we're going to play the market a little bit. Okay. So right now we have a ton of agriculture. What we're going to do is we're going to try to get to at least a small profit. Right now we're actually losing money. And we're actually going to say bulk sales maximum 41,000. One of the problems I don't like about this though is it resets every day at midnight, at noon. I kind of wish it kind of set. We're selling a maximum of 90% of our production. Rubber, on the other hand, we're still losing a lot of money on rubber, so I mean, we sold 1,498 of them, which isn't too bad. We had a 46% markup. Problem is that it's costing us almost almost $5,500 a ton. It's, yeah, we're not even making close. Even with that massive markup, as the market's trying to catch up, we can't even make any money on that. So basically, we're not selling any of it. Timber. Yeah, we can actually start marking this up a little bit. Max sales, 53,000 wouldn't be too bad. Actually, let's say half. No. I've done that before, where you actually put too large of a bulk sales, and it actually comes in and hits you too hard. So we're going to say maximum around 85,000. We're going to go for, I want to say under the market, because the lower the price, obviously, the better your sales. So we're going to say a 4% markup only there. Oil, I'm going to say I want to at least make some money, and I'm willing to sell, say 9 million barrels in one shot. We're willing to sell 95% of our overall production. Coal, if we sell at market price, we'll be making finally some money. Bulk sales 26,000, only because, well, actually I can probably go a little higher. Let's say a third. Overall, about a third of our stuff here. Metal. Oops. Whoops. Hitting wrong buttons here. Metal. The metal cost has gone up drastically over the last little bit. So, but against a third, willing to sell maximum 95% of our stores. Uranium, I will put it. Yeah, I'll mark it up, but I'm not going to do bulk sales. The reason why is because someone's going to have to actually come to me and actually do a purchase if they want to get a bulk sale. If not, they can just buy it directly from the market. That way I can at least have plausible deniability that it's for nuclear weapons. Let's try power. 3% markup. Basically, I'm willing to sell at least half of our surplus. Mainly because if we have any surplus, it's a complete and utter waste. It goes away the next day. Consumer goods. Yeah, let's go for a 10% markup. A third as well. Industrial goods will go to market price. Oh, actually. Yeah, we'll go 3%. Nah, let's go to a 2% markup. But I'm not going to throw in a unit number for bulk sales, just because I don't want to ruin anything that we're doing right now. Military goods, we'll go to... Whoa. We'll go to at least breaking even. One of the things I need to do is get us... I think we got at least 30 to 60 days available. Oh, yeah, we have 193 days. Okay. Let's try to buy some technology, shall we? You don't have any technology I want? You don't know technology? The states. The U.S. must have some sort of technologies that we'd want. Colorado. Nope. California, maybe? There we go. I'll give you 2.1 billion for that, no problem. Texas. Nope. Kind of wish there was an option there that would, like, you could actually go through and select, and it shows who has a higher level of technology than you do. Boston is where MIT is. Nope. Okay, let's go overseas here. Let's see if England has anything better than us. They don't. Let's try our buddies here in West Germany. Nope. How about East Germany? Nope. Southern Germany? Yes, still nope. How about Moscow? Moscow. Petersburg, maybe? Nope. Where are we ranked in the world? We're ranked 19th. So there's 18 countries that are doing better than us when it comes to efficiencies, development. Probably we need to throw more money into education. The question is who is it? Maybe one of the two Chinas, maybe? Nope. Nope. It might be that we're at like a bridge of technology where we need to kind of unlock a couple of the technologies to open up a tree, maybe. Because, I mean, there's some non-tradable stuff here that we can come across. Retrofit. Let's bring things back over here. Advanced fuel cells. Fuel consumption down by 25%. Pollution levels down by 10. It's actually not bad. We'll throw that in the queue. High bandwidth infrastructure. Internet, high-speed internet goes up by 4%. Research efficiency up by 5%. That's something we're going to want. Non-reproductive cloning. Healthcare rating goes up. Pollution levels go down 10 for carbon dioxide reducers. How about society stuff? Trump ideology? Not really. Gives the ability to build the wall and the tower. The world is unfavorable to it. DNA databases. Okay, so everyone's indifferent. One of the things we want to do is also pick stuff that our people are going to like. Law enforcement rating and counterintelligence goes up. Custom electric implants. Subject brain. I'm surprised that doesn't affect like research. Advanced construction. Facility building speed up by 8. And output of industrial goods up by 5. That's something that'll be good. Pretty much everything medical people will like. Universal immunizations, obviously. Only problem is that our healthcare costs go up, but rejuvenation pharmaceuticals. People like, but the world is indifferent. Cost goes up again by 5%, but our rating still goes up for healthcare. We're in Canada. Healthcare is a big deal. Anti-vaccine. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, our people are opposed, but the government itself is indifferent. Artificial mechanical organs. Hold on one second. Sorry, someone just sent me a message here for... okay. Let's move you over there for now. MechWarrior Online. Gotta love it. Healthcare costs... Oh, actually, this wouldn't be too bad. Just reduces our healthcare cost. Anti-vaccine. Biological response therapy. Rating goes up, but we reduce our costs again. So this is basically offsetting the other two costs. And nuclear biological chemical treatments. That wouldn't be too bad because it's for our military. Upgraded clean power. Clean coal technology, coal production goes down by 10%. Yeah, I don't know about that. The thing about this, it's one of those things where it's a little hard to come up with ideas here. Where I'm gonna go. We can always do weapon stuff, like military stuff. That's no big deal. Upgraded infantry protection. We get better military. Thermal barrack weapons is always a good thing. We get better missiles. Thermal barrack nuclear weapons, or non-nuclear, are really good non-nuclear weapons. Sorry. Infantry fighting vehicles. We get the Moag Parama 8x8. 22, 18, and 8. Let's see here. So 18, 18, 11, 22, 18, 18. 11, 22, 18. Yeah, you're not as good as the Timberwolf. That would be something that we bought, by the way, from another country that I can't think of right now. Now, a better Leopard tank would be better. Leopard 2A6 would be something that I would be interested in buying. I'll worry about the Alpha Jet. What is the Euro... Oh, no, wait. What's the Eurohawk line of sight? It's 206 kilometers. Do you mark anything and then go blow up? Oh, it's going. You? No, it's working. Just no one's talking. No one's talking. Oh, there we go. Your line of sight's 179 versus the Eurohawks. .206. There you go. Just need to be refreshed. It just timed out. If I close that out in one offer to buy, that's 3.3 million. Or 3.3 billion. That is so worth it. We're going to upgrade our Leopards to get 2A6s, and then we're going to get some Eurohawks. They're cheaper and obviously way better than what we got going on right now. AWAC, you're actually going to be scrapped. We'll see, yeah, because... Yeah, the line of sight's horrible. Yeah. Let me look at the refresh rate set up for it. It could be YouTube also going a little behind. Jets, properties. There we go. It should disappear for a moment. There we go. Oh, hey! Canadian. This is a Canadian sitcom. I love it. If you saw it pop up, it's on the CBC called Working Moms. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it looked like it timed out for some reason. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff here. Lump sum rubber, yes. Oh, both those. Yeah. Might be my internet as well. My internet's been acting kind of funky today. Like, for example, This should not even be on the screen, but it is for some reason. Did I? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so a Eurohawk. You know what the hell is? How about them? I'm actually building a whole bunch of Snarks. They're UAV attack helicopters. Eurohawk costs $940 billion or $940 million. It takes 72 days to build and has a line of sight of 206 kilometers. It's low flying. It's got a range of 4,000. Goes at a speed of 517. The AWACS that we currently have go 700, go almost the same, have the same range, but see half the distance. Cost about 800% more, and take almost a third more in time to build. We're definitely going to go with Eurohawks now, because I can build them en masse and they're cheaper, and I can probably use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 probably. Do I have an airbase up here? Nope. I will in a second. Where? Oh, hello. You are not. You guys can go. Do I not have a port? Yeah, I do. Port's right there. Oh, there are 2. Like Delaware. We'll go eat something. Yes, but they'll do it snarkily. Like they'll actually kind of be a little snarky when they do it. Military. I'm going to build just an airfield there. Because that way we can actually run some UAVs along the north here. And up this way. One of the big issues is, I think, this is the closest I get. Nunavik. Unfortunately, Alert military facility is actually too far north to be on the map. Upgraded rail system. So I did the math, and it was supposed to be 522 point something million. Now for our rail. It didn't go up. So our transport costs, because this is transport, this is not infrastructure. I see how it is. Okay. We're no longer building Starlifters, Vegans, Thunderbolts. Okay. So we're actually going to order the construction of 10 Eurohawks, because they are 10 Eurohawks at almost, what was it? So I always cancel, it's no big deal. 10 Eurohawks at a cost of almost $1 billion each, that's $10 billion. Well, 2 AWACS cost 7 that we currently have, and we lost one in the war with Alberta. So I think this is a complete another fair thing to do. Okay. So technology-wise, we're far ahead of everybody else. Let's change up some stuff here. We're gonna put some extra money into education. And that's it. More money in education, our research will go up as well, because we're also putting in a ton of money into our research. We'll agree to both of those. And yet again, oops. Namibia, 90 days, no. Consumer goods for Niger, yes. Novigrad, 7,400 kilograms. That's for what? 4 nuclear power plants? That sounds about right. Something else just popped up.
Reactor.
Oh.
Online. Sensors. Online.
And
weapons.
Someone
online.
just subscribed to the
All
channel.
systems. Nominal.
I think I might get a notification on my phone first. Kamichu Disu? Hey, you! Thanks for subscribing. Twice. Thanks for subscribing, unsubscribing, and subscribing. We're gonna get 2 notifications. Did it not update? There it goes. Might only do it once because you subscribed, unsubscribed, and then subscribed again. Well, yeah, thank you very much. A10s. Such badass. Yeah. I built a lot of them because when I was going to war with Alberta is where, in modern times, like when I was stationed in the Canadian Forces, most of our armor was based out in Alberta, like our actual tanks and stuff. So the plan was, theoretically, to get a lot of tank busters to go west. Sorry. Oh, it's all good. I just set it up yesterday, so I'm just happy it works. Are we building more tanks? I think we are. Yes, we are. Oh, crap. How many tanks are we building right now? We are building 9. We have to cancel them all out and replace them with 9 Leopard 2A6s. We don't want to accidentally cancel out anything else. The Nikes, the Coyotes, light infantry, medium infantry, transport panzers, Timberwolves, and Leopard 2A6s. Perfect. It unsubbed me. I didn't do it. That's okay. If you click it sometimes a little too fast, YouTube's been acting a little wonky today. New York and Utah have signed an alliance. I don't like that. How's Quebec doing? They still have no allies. The Maritimes have 2 allies. Connecticut and Colorado. Well, Connecticut's in a spot I don't care. Don't make me resub. Yeah, you're gonna go. My next thing is I'm gonna have like Nightbot do stuff, and I'm getting there. I'm just hoping my computer doesn't crash again and me lose everything again. It's gonna do the whole throwing of things every little while. Get like the whole little stupid little chip, the website where you do tips and stuff. Speaking of which, thanks for the tip, Radar. Armor personnel, they have a T-70. They have T-72s. Wait, that's a... Wait a second. For you guys in the States, second flag down from the top. That's a Russian tank. But it's running under the flag of an American state. What state is that? Is that New Hampshire? Is it Vermont? You do fancy. Might be Maine. Oh, it's Maine. Maine is running T-72s into Quebec. To be honest with you, if they're cheap, might as well do it. Well, the thing is, Russia doesn't exist. Right? I'm playing the 2020 Shattered scenario. So like Russia technically is broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7, 8 different countries. Just like the U.S. is broken up into all 50 some odd states. Canada was broken up into all its provinces, except the Maritimes were all lumped together. France is broken up into 2. Germany's broken up into 3. Italy's into 3. China's been busted up into 2 countries. Apparently India. Oh no, India and Tibet are just the same color. Well, there's another one there too. Yeah, with the Shattered World, it kind of takes the entire world and just kind of turns it on its head. So, yeah, there it is. I never even turned that on, for the record. I don't even remember turning that on. I haven't even logged into that. It worked too. I did that yesterday. I'm getting better. It's like I almost know what I'm doing. Gen T-72s as well. Actually, the Chinese do not have the T-72. They have the ZTZ. Oh, what's it called? ZTZ. The only reason I know is because I played as China before. Here we go. Tank. ZTZ 59, 80, and 85. The 59. They have the T-59 or the Type 59 tank, which was a Russian tank. The T-62, obviously, and the T-69, which was a derivative, I think, of the T-60. And then Northern China. Like offer. They're a little bit more advanced. Wow, they are way more advanced. Holy crap. So in 2002. So yeah, so they're... Or no, this is 2005 tank. It says ZTZ-98, which is basically an upgraded and more modified version of the T-91, or T-90, which is right here. And then then there's the 98 variant as well. The G... 96... the ZTZ-85 is a knockoff of, I think, the T-80, which is right here. No, they built them all. They signed an arrangement after the Sino-Russian War, and basically stole a lot of the Russian tank designs. Yeah, it's the way it is. Trying to think here. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking at comics now. Okay, so we're using up all 6 of our research things right now. Which one's next? What is this? Oh! This was going to be my replacement for the same difference. Huh? Basically, you take the designs, you steal them, you upgrade and modify them, and then, or you even just buy the designs. I think they bought, I think it's the T-90 they bought, like the designs for, and then modified it, or the Russians gave it to them, and then they modified it, and then came up with the ZTZ-90, which was basically their variant of it, which I think is a little smaller and a little less armored, and then the 98, which was basically the upgraded version. I think the Russians turned around and copied it and turned it into the the Black Eagle. So actually, I'm going to cancel this program because there's no point in me actually spending money researching something that's worse than what I just bought. They said troll. And we did it to the Americans all the time. Here in Canada, we bought the F-18. We modernized it, upgraded it, and the Americans turned around and then the U.S. Marines and Navy bought the designs from Bombardier here in Canada, and now created the Super Hornet or the Rhino in the States. We do it all the time. We did it with the Leopard 2A, the 2A6s that we have, or the 2A4s that we have, or is it Leopard 2A5s that we have? Whatever the new Leopard tank is that we got. We did the same thing. We bought a whole bunch of them from the Germans and brought them over and basically just grabbed a whole bunch of technology and replaced it. Because it's lighter, faster, and way more powerful than the Abrams that we were offered from the U.S. military. It's on pause. Consumer goods are good. Industrial goods are still going to be behind for a little bit. I wonder if I should actually go buy some. Consumer goods, timber, consumer goods, good. No times 70, but someone wanted military goods, which always makes me nervous. Unemployment's at 2.6%, which reminds me, 15.5. Our inflation is going down. I'm not touching shit. Really didn't know that. Well, that's you guys designed and built the F-18, but the actual Navy variant, because the Navy has two variants. They have the F-18, the regular F-18, and then they have the F-18 Hornet / Rhino, which is basically just a bigger, beefed up version of the F-18. That's ours, basically. We just call it the Hornet. You guys built the original Hornet, designed it and all that stuff, and then we basically turned around and said, we can do better. And we did. Let's send those guys to reserve, and then those guys can go to reserve as well. Yeah, it is, yeah. The gun currently on the Leopard 2A... No, the gun on the Leopard 1A... Oh, I can't remember what it is. The old gun on the old Leopard 1s is actually the gun on the current Abrams tank. The Abrams 1A2? Or are they at the 3 now? I think they're at the 2. 1A2. Because when I was in the Army, we actually drove what we called, it was the C2. It was the Leopard 1A4. I'll sell you military goods. Yeah, that was us. Yeah, the Super Hornet. We just call it the Hornet. Yeah, the Leopard, like when I was in the Canadian Forces, so when I was in, and that was in 2000. So this is before the current Leopards are out. So not only could the Leopard 1, or in this case, us, it was the C2, it was an upgraded variant of the Leopard 1. It had the same cannon, or actually the gun outperformed the cannon on the oh, what was it? It was the M1, I think it was the M1A1, the original Abrams. It outperformed it, like the actual German variant of the gun. I think it was the smoothbore. The smoothbore cannon was actually it outranged, it penetrated the original gun on the Abrams. So they took the gun that the Germans had on the original Leopard, the Leopard 1A2, put that on the Abrams and created the Abrams 1A2. Then the Germans and us here in Canada, because we use the Leopard tank. Because the Leopard tank weighs less, can go faster, has a smaller profile, and also has that cool wedge front to it. It's so cool. And we also use it also uses diesel fuel. It doesn't use jet fuel. That's the only thing that's bad. Yeah, the A2 now uses the old Leopard gun. The new Leopard gun still, because I mean, we're basically the thing with the Abrams tank is it was designed in the 90s and hasn't been really changed since then. They've upgraded the electronics, the laser range finding, and all that stuff, and the projectiles themselves. The Leopard, they've upgraded the armor, the speed, the penetration of the gun, everything. That's why we have the Leopard 2. Leopard 1 was made to kind of combat against the M60 to kind of offset the two because it was basically a selling deal. If the no, that wasn't the M60. Whatever the main tank was before the Abrams. So the Germans created the Leopard 1 as a let's make this and let's sell it. So they sold it to a lot of European countries because it outperformed whatever the American tank was at the time. The Americans then created the M1A1 and whatever its prototype was and the Tusk and all that stuff. With all that, everyone looked at it and went, well, that's pretty good. So the Saudis bought it, the Egyptians bought it. The Israelis got the Merkava, which was... They didn't buy the Abrams, but they took design abilities from the Abrams and incorporated it into the Merkava, which is really good. Still jerking of a Sabo. But yeah, so they kind of took those ideas. Dog, someone's showing up. Then the Germans in the early 2000s were like, okay, well, let's try to do something new. And they created the Leopard 2, which is what Canada has now. The Germans have the Dutch, the Swiss, pretty much almost everyone in Europe except for the French and anyone in the East Bloc. The Low Countries all have them. I think Norway even has them. Well, they got several guns. Well, yeah, because the gun's way better. I think it's the smoothbore now. It's been a while. Like I said, I haven't been in the military in a while, so all the stuff I get is from friends and stuff. Because now they have the Leopard 2A7, because they've done a recent upgrade to it. Nope, another thing from here, brain schemes. Third generation, blah, 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 blah. There we go. 120 millimeter smoothbore round cannon. Well, the Abrams... Actually, it's the other way around. A lot of American armor tech, the Bradley, the Abrams, is actually based off of German technology for armor. Here we go. Abrams. Gun variants. Production history, service history, armor. Main armament. Here we go. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, the actual designs that are currently being used in the Abrams is from 1979, so I was actually wrong there. That just tells you right there. The Leopard 2, it was initially designed back in the 70s. No, the Armada is a POS. For someone who actually was in the Armored Corps, believe me. The Armada is a light tank. It's armor. It's designed as a... The reason why it's so revolutionary is because the turret comes off it, and it can become an armor personnel carrier. Well, there's an armor personnel carrier variant that basically pops on the top of it. It's an APC infantry fighting vehicle. They put another top on it. Anti-aircraft turret. Basically, that's the only thing. The turret just comes off, and they can put other things on it, which is basically the Leopard. The Leopard, the turret comes off, and you put the Gepard turret on it. You put the Roland turret on it. It's not revolutionary. It's just a lot lighter armored. Current rounds just blow right through it. It's retarded. Nah, tanks cost way too much. Tanks are slowly going the opposite way. Here we go. The current gun on the M1A, the M1. Oh, that's the M1A1. Whoops, I looked up the wrong one here. Oh no, yeah, the M1. Eh. Oh. So the current M1A2. No, it has the 120 millimeter L44 smoothbore gun. Oh, here we go. So the 120. Oh. Oh. Okay. So the current M1A2 has the 120 millimeter Rheinmetall gun, which is obviously on the Leopard 2, but they're running the L44 variant of the gun, which is 5.28 millimeters long, meaning that the actual barrel itself is only 17 meters long, or feet long. The current gun on the Leopard 2A6 is the L55, which is 22 feet long. This gun has also been retrofitted on the Challenger 2 now as well. No, the mainline. No, it's a lot more than that. The Leopard 2 is a medium tank, while the Abrams is a heavy tank, basically. But the difference is that the Leopard has the heavy tank gun. Like the armor on the hull of the M1 is 350 meters tall, 350 millimeters thick, the actual sloping. While the actual armor on the hull of like the turret of the Leopard is plastic fiber, blah 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 blah. It's not given. Oh, Rheinmetall. Oh, I'm not even looking at the lag. That's over there. I'm actually looking at the actual chat. Yeah, the difference between the M1, the A1, and the A2 for the Abrams is upgraded electronics, and they upgraded to the second best gun, the L44 instead of the L55. But the Leopard 2 A6 doesn't have armor information on it. Interesting. I'm gonna look that up. One of the good things about still being in the military, I have friends I can fire off quick messages to. Armor thickness. Go. That's not what I wanted. No, it's not. It's smoothbore. L55 is smoothbore. So is the L44. All the Rheinmetall guns of the L series, if I'm not mistaken, are smoothbore. Because we use the L... Oof. This is where I'm actually going to show my age. Back in the 90s, I can't remember. I think we used a rifled gun. I think we used the L... Oof. Yeah, the L7A3 rifled gun is what we used on the original Leopard. We had a Leopard 1A3, which was one of the last variants. Yeah. We also called it the C1 because then we also had the C2, which was basically an up-armored version of it. I loved it. I loved it. It was such an amazing, amazing tank. Lots of love for that thing. Okay. So basically, if you were to break it down, the armor on the Abrams is better because it's depleted uranium. On the Leopard, it's ceramic with plastic built in, with like plastic webbing to basically catch the projectile. The engine is better on the Abrams by basically, if you break it down to the actual power outage. The power outage of the Leopard 2A6 is 1,103 kilowatts, while the actual the power out of that jet engine on the Abrams is 1,120. So by like 17, if you actually break it down engine. The gun is the Leopard 2A6 because it has the L55 upgraded cannon, while the Leopard or the Abrams still uses the L44. So basically, if you just go down to armor, engine, and gun, the Leopard has a slightly better engine and heavier armor, while the Leopard has the range with the weapon. With a barrel. Well, it's a little different. If you actually see a picture of a Leopard, the hull actually comes out almost half the length of the gun. Give me 1 second if I can find a good picture of the actual armored version. Leopard 1, 2, A6. So if you actually look at a Leopard 2A6, you can actually see here, whoops, that the gun is already halfway. So this is 22 meters long. You can actually see it in the background. The hull ends about here-ish, and a good third is all covered by hull. And all this is done is designed is basically just to bounce rounds. And I love it. Favorite tank in the world for obvious purposes. Though I will admit I am biased towards the Leopard tank, only because I obviously drove one. Okay, so anyways, back to some Supreme Ruler. They want to. I like it. They're faster, and there's one thing that the Leopard 2A6 can do that the Abrams will never be able to do. We actually could go completely and utterly 100% under the water. It's not amphibious, but you can drive into lakes and rivers and then come out the other side, depending on the length and the depth of the water. You can go fully submerged. Oops. This will just show you right here. This is the Leopard 2. This is the Leopard 2A6 going underwater. And boom. All you see is a little cupola with a dude sitting there. I love it. We actually could do this in our in ours as well. I loved it. Best tank in the world. The snorkel also doubles. This is the new Canadian Forces tank going underwater. Straight under. That's actually one of the tests for the manufacturing process, is driving these things under the water. I love it. It's an amazing little tank. An amazing little tank. Speaking of, you want to buy 60 rubber? No, thank you. No 30s, 7s, 777s. And, ooh, Volgograd again? Yeah, it's Volgograd again. Okay. How is our production going? For our aircraft, by the way. Oh, so we're building a Eurohawk right now. Perfect. How many Eurohawks do we have built? Do we have any built yet? One in production. Okay. Timber production, no. You know what? I'm happy with the way things are going. So our inflation is steadily going down, and on the bright side, our GDP is going up. So we're definitely on a good trajectory at this point. So the plan's going to be, turn this off. We're going to place in this general area here a nice batch of infantry fighting vehicles and armor. And the plan's going to be, if they try to push out of Laval and Montreal down the St. Lawrence here, we're basically going to stop them. The majority of our forces are going to push out of Ottawa and hit Hull and Gatineau, and actually push up, around, and hit this way. So we're actually going to go up and over. Is going to be the plan for our Quebec invasion. We're going to place some light infantry with mixed with with medium infantry up here, and they're just going to kind of go across here and just hit this these power plants. Speaking of power plants, how much longer until you guys are done? 45 days. Everything's good to go there. I want to get over to basically to the Maritimes as fast as I can. One of the main reasons, if I can do this, is so that I actually get out into the Pacific. I can start building up my Navy and utilize my Navy to kind of cut off a lot of the eastern U.S. And the plan after that, once I've completely amalgamated and, you know, put Canada all as one once again, we're going to go after the east coast of the United States, maybe even Alaska first to kind of solidify that hold. But we're going to try and take everything east of the Mississippi, so we can kind of use the Mississippi River as almost like a fortification line and hold off any advances in the west. I'll sell you rubber. I'll sell you more uranium. You're not using it for weapons, I don't think. And more consumer goods. Okay. As for this stuff, you're doing good. 15.5%. Inflation's going, but our trades, we're still making double the amount of money that we're making from our deficit, which is good. I usually want about 50% spending associated with the money we're making. I'm going to reject that. New alliance, Delaware and Virginia. Oh, it looks like the states are starting to buddy up here. So the world is, other than North Korea, everyone's pretty much either not happy with us or happy with us. If we look at some of the states, most of them are kind of wishy-washy with us. Some of them like us, some of them don't. Then again, Illinois apparently doesn't like anybody except the southern states. Quebec is in good terms with everybody. Let's take a look to see how Syria's doing. Wow, everyone likes Syria except for Iran, ironically. North Korea. A lot of the world likes North Korea, except us. Well, Japan really likes us. Oh, probably because of the trades we've been doing. Okay. Pause you real quick. What are you offering? Rubber. We'll do that. Saudi Arabia has reached a space milestone. Our Air Force base at Iqaluit is completed. One of the good things about playing as your own country, you can pronounce things properly. What is done over here? Oh, is that the industrial? Yeah, industrial goods. Our industrial goods is actually almost even with what we're doing. That's pretty good. Okay. Trying to think here. Power will be good for the moment. Military goods we're stockpiling. Looks like industrial goods is the spot we're hurting the most. And rubber as well. We're only stockpiling about 100 and not even 100. It's 100 and yeah, 140, 150 tons a day. We're gonna have to wait till we have more power because I think they use up. Where are they? Fortunately, doesn't show up how much power it uses. Kind of wish it did. That information would be significantly useful. Significantly useful. Let's unpause here. How much longer till we got 46 days until our first Eurohawk is completed. So we're going to up the speed a little bit here. Because I want to see how well their LOS is, their line of sight. Oh, there we go. There's an Abrams. There goes an Abrams. 60, no, yes. So I like how a lot of countries don't like us, but at the same time, they really, really want our stuff. So it's very entertaining. Very, very entertaining. What is it down here that I was building? Oh, 2 more industrial goods. Perfect. I'm going to say no to all of that. Let's look at our industrial goods now. Yeah, yeah, we're out producing now, which is good. Because we're also not building as much. So we're actually just finished building what we need to build with. This game sometimes gets a little weird. Speaking of building, 31 days until all that's completed. We're now self-sufficient when it comes to industrial goods, which is, well, good. Let's start moving some of our spies into Quebec, shall we? We're just going to do recon for the moment, and we're going to do it in Montreal. We're also going to do another recon, and we're going to do it in Quebec City. We're going to do another recon. Let's do it in Sherbrooke. Hopefully we can catch troops coming this way, or coming from the border. And we're going to do another one. Let's do it in Saint Jerome. Why not? Let's do some spying on Quebec here. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but I'm not too worried. For the record, they're not spies. They're tourists. Alright, so in Quebec proper, they've got some ADAS, nothing biggie there. Some Eric's launchers, so anti-tank weapons. Called Gustavs, which is no big deal. It looks like Quebec City proper is empty. Well, they'll probably have garrison troops. And it looks like Valcartier. Right now, we're not seeing anything. There's some javelin launchers there. Do I have any warships in Toronto right now? Where are you? Perfect. We have 2 Halifax-class destroyers that we are going to put right there. I do not like people using me as a way in and out of the country. Or out of the continent. We'll sell rubber. Yeah, we'll sell those too. Sell, sell, sell. Wait, what? Why are you selling me rubber? I don't need to buy rubber, but I did because I misread those options. Hey, our warships should be engaging these guys now. Oh, they went into New York State. Okay, well, you need to come to me anyways. Oh, they're gonna be... Oh, which one's gonna be faster? Looks like my destroyers are gonna be, or my destroyers are gonna be faster. Why aren't you engaging? Because I had engaged people that are neutral. I forgot that there was even a button. Countries with a cheaper cost of production goods market price will sell to countries who manufacture at a higher price. Correct. But I was just trying to figure out why they were offering it to me. Because usually the game will, the AI, the way it works here, is it'll offer it to you if you're also running a deficit in the goods. In this case, I'm not running a deficit in the goods. Because, I mean, my price for rubber has always been about 4 to 5 times the market price. Not doing a 60. Just all of a sudden they just started offering to sell it to me, which was just strange and out of the blue. I want to figure out where those ships went. Where are some of my aircraft? I think I've got some stationed here, don't I? Yes, I do. Compared to the countries offering it. Well, I already know it's about it's about $3,000, or no, it's $12,000. No, yeah, it's $4,000 more. Yeah, it's actually gone down for me, and the actual price has been going up. So, no idea why it's doing what it's doing. The only thing I can think of is my use is getting too high, and it's looking at something that I don't. It's looking at my reserves possibly. Yeah. Well, I know how all that works. Yeah, I figure it's looking at how many days of reserves I have, and it's saying, well, hey, you have under X days. I produce cheaper than you, so here you go. Yeah. I'm not too worried because I gotta produce it for other stuff, and I'm making more money right now than I can shake a stick at. So, but yeah. So I had strike aircraft, I think. Here. Did I not, or was it here? Yeah. Want to find those ships. So my guys should not go into neutral territory, but if they find someone from now on, we will... There they are. We will, from now on, engage neutral nations from here on out. There we go. Okay. So I have some A10s I do. Perfect. You guys can go back. The A-10s, on the other hand, are gonna come out this way. I think I got Cold Lake. Where is Cold Lake? Bam. I think that should be within range, just in case. Where's my tanker? Move you to Cold Lake as well. Cameron of the Congo signed a deal. Tanzania wants to buy a rubber. Okay. Let's up the speed a little bit. Ooh. Can you do in-flight refueling? You can. Okay, good. Alright, so you are going to fly up to about there. Then I'm going to go to air patrol to about here. You both are going to go and do a strike on this infantry fighting vehicle. We're going to clear up insurgents in our territory, is what we're going to do. Did I miss something? Home unit. You should be engaging. Why are you not engaging? You are attack aircraft. I hear more engaging. Why are these guys constantly trying to come into the country? This is very strange. So my aircraft, my fighter, yeah. So my attack fighters. Interesting. Is it a bug? I don't know. Let's get our vegans up here. Because I believe they do air supplies, or air, yeah, we're refueling. Perfect. Cold Lake, Alberta. Thank you very much. You two can just go back into reserve. Looks like you guys are only good at actually attacking hostiles, I guess, maybe. Yeah, I'm good with the timber prices for now because it's helping drive down inflation. Apparently they're getting rid of these 90 and 30-day options in the next game. Rumor is. I'm looking forward to that. Alright, let's see if the vegans here will attack now. Yeah, I think it's... I'll sell you a lump sum. Yeah, like I just collected bomb unit in the last one and they didn't do anything. You can do bomb facility, but there's no one there. And I actually just... Because watch this. I guarantee you they will engage that warship. I wonder if it's because the ship was in the process of despawning. No, now they're not in... So they engaged the warship here, or the aircraft here. Or the ship here. But then do not engage the ship up here. No, there's an Air Force base. Oh, let's move you there. Okay, so let me get this right. My naval warship should automatically engage. The moment that comes within... No, it sees it. See? Why am I all of a sudden losing money, and why is all of a sudden this something cost me $2 billion? Construction's costing me $2 billion. Why all of a sudden is construction costing me $2 billion? A bit of a spike all of a sudden. Probably the Liberal Party. Yeah, it's very strange. I'm gonna try something in a second. See, because now I can't see it anymore. I'm wondering if it's a bug. Eurohawk has 15 days left. Let's pop an AWAC up here, shall we? Oh, yeah, there we go. That's why. All of a sudden I'm buying a whole bunch of industrial goods. Interesting. And now I'm making money again. So what's being built that's all of a sudden costing me all this money? Oh, it's all the repairs. Oh my gosh. That's why. Alright, so here's the AWAC. Let's turn on the site. Clear everything. Because now the unit's gone. So they weren't there. Okay. When I check line of sight, I can see it. So I think the units were in the process of despawning, maybe? Like the initial countries despawned them, but they were still showing on my map until I went there and told something to happen to them, and then they just disappeared. Ohio and Utah. Everyone's gonna be offering me industrial goods for a while because I need them. I'm gonna go buy some actually. Yeah. So now all of a sudden everyone's offering me everything. I'm gonna agree to everything that's 7 days. Anything beyond 7 days is just a waste. Okay. So there's a blanket no, but a no blanket yes. How much industrial goods do I need here? 85 days of sustainability. You know what? Well, you guys can go back to reserves. I don't need you. 67%. I'm going to assume we're going to need at least... We're going at a 4,000 clip a day loss. So I say we probably need 100 days worth. Top exporters of Japan. I need 200,000 tons. Do you have the ability to give me 200,000 tons? You do, but it's more than you need, or more than you can probably give me. Actually, I can probably try to buy it anyways. 4.3 billion for it? Let's find out. We'll probably counter offer. Come on. Go to Kentucky as well while I'm at it. Try to buy a nice chunk of what they have. That's Japan, probably with a counter offer. Nope. You're willing to do a lump sum of industry goods, so that's good. Australia. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'll do that for now. I'm self-sufficient, so I am also selling it, which is funny at the same time. But then some countries still want to buy rubber from me. Metal ore, really? Oh, my metal ore is catching up here as well. No. So... I'm going to assume Japan never agreed to it. Volgograd still buying uranium from me for those nuclear power plants. On the bright side, we need 2,000 less. It was 89 days before. Now 253 days, so we are way off to a better position now than we were before. No. No 60, but I will take the lump sum of rubber for the moment. Okay. So, with that being that, we've gone for about 2 hours, or more specifically, 1 hour and 58 minutes. So I'm going to take a break there. I've actually got to go for dinner, so I got to go have a shower and get myself all pretty. Kind of trim my beard up a little bit and get things going. Get myself to look all presentable. Just off the top of the lens there. So I'll be live streaming a little later on. Normally I would take a couple hours break and then play another game. In this case, we will not be. I will not be home until probably around 7. So at that point, I will be probably hopping on and playing some MechWarrior Online. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. And then a little after that will be some Terra Tech, hopefully. They recently did a big patch and added a new biome and stuff like that. So kind of looking forward to that, trying out all those. But let's save this. Let's not go to let's not go to load. There we go. Quick game. This is where, of course, it crashes. It completely kicks me out of everything. Perfect. That's going to be that for the moment. Oh, thank you very much. I try to stream this thing at least 2 to 3 times a week. I haven't done it yet this week. I did it once this week. The plan is to usually do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But we kind of fell behind with our plans this week. But yeah, so MechWarrior Online, around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock later tonight. I don't know if any live stream is going to be done on Saturday or not. I don't think so. Sunday, I'm going to be doing a smoked roast for dinner on Sunday, so I don't know if I'll be able to stream then. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream on Sunday. Worst case scenario, I might record the smoking and my working of my meat yeah, I just totally lost track of what I was going to say. But yeah, so live streaming Monday to Friday, starting at noon Eastern Standard. Games are really random. I'm going to put out a thing on Saturday or Sunday asking people if there's any games specifically they want to see. Channel giveaway, as per usual, still going on at the end of the month. 2 games are going to be given away this month because the last month game, the person did not actually, well, long story short, the game is now put back into the pool. So there's now 2 games being given away. So I might do it as a live stream possibly. I don't know. We'll try to figure something out. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys all during the next live stream. Bye-bye.